All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in 2019. Matt, how are you, bud?
I'm better than you. I mean, you almost died on New Year's, so
That's a fact that happened. Yeah. Um, Happy New Year. We're doing this shit on Wednesdays now. So deal with it.
yeah, hey, that's good enough, right? Works better for our schedules. It's okay.
We're okay
Let's start off with some good news.
for you.
Yeah,
Kind
but
of.
it's great news to hear all around. Pajot returns to the Celtic lineup.
I hate that guy, man.
I don't know why you hate him for. I mean, great player. Like I love him. I've always been a fan. When he came in the playoffs against Montreal, like he was like came in, scored that hat trick.
Didn't he score like 4 goals against the Rangers that one year?
Yeah,
When they lost to Pittsburgh.
He
That
ended
year?
up scoring 4 goals that game. I was watching that game. I was online ready to buy a Pajot jersey. I was ready. It was good to see him after that first game back from his Achilles injury that suffered in training camp.
Yeah.
It was good to see him back out there, scored in his first game back. And I mean, for the struggling Sens,
Could win the Rocket this year.
It's good to have him back.
Could win the Rocket, I think.
Hey, he's averaging a point per game.
Could win the Hart Ross and the fucking Hart too.
Let's talk about Carey Price dropping out of the All-Star game.
Bitch.
Basically,
Well,
Ovi's dropping out too.
Yeah.
A lot of players are thinking about it, mainly for the fact that, they want the rest.
I don't know why. Like, it's not like you do anything anyways. You literally go half speed the whole time you're there.
Yeah.
Unless you're McDavid and you compete in the fucking race contest. But I don't know, man.
I think it's more for the fact that, they want the whatever they're off for 4 or 5 days. They want if they're not going to the All-Star game, they would much rather go on vacation somewhere. You know what I mean?
Sure, I will
It's
be
more
rather
for
down
rest.
a
Yeah.
pissed vodka.
I mean, if you're like Carey Price is probably the better option to sit out. He's been dealing with injuries all year.
Yeah.
So I understand him. Ovi.
Well, Ovi, I don't know
he's
why.
probably still hungover from the Stanley Cup thing. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%.
But
Probably is.
it's should help him out a little bit.
I don't know. If I was in the NHL and I got named to the All-Star game, I wouldn't skip.
Yeah, and you would be the
'Cause
guy
the fans
who's trying really hard. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You got to pad the stats, But, like, the fans, obviously, they vote in, right? So they want to see you there. So you're letting the fans down, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not about that.
I can see that because now I don't think Montreal's going to be able to have a representative there for the All-Star
That's
game.
right.
Because that's all they have, and no one's going to really...
Maybe Weber, but I don't know.
I don't think he's an alternate, to be honest. I'm not too sure if he is. If anything, I think Domi's an alternate, but again, I'm not 100%
Probably
sure.
Domi, I guess.
But who knows?
I don't
But
know.
now Vasilevsky is going to replace him, I believe I read.
Yeah.
So is that the right choice? Would you go Vasilevsky or someone like Frederick Anderson?
Well, I'd probably go Vasilevsky because look at his team right now, and
Okay.
he did come back from injury a couple weeks ago, but he's been on fire. So is Tampa, and I think he's a better option than Frederick Anderson. But I don't know. Leafs fans probably would say otherwise.
Now,
But
diehard Sens fan over here, and I think I would disagree. I would go with Frederick Anderson.
Mhm.
For the fact he faces like 40 shots a game. He's taking a lot of shots.
Fuck
He's
ton of
doing
shots.
really well. So I think he's right up there in most wins as a goalie up until he got hurt. So
he might be second. Well, I don't know about now, but last time I saw him, he was second.
he deserves an opportunity. But if I'm a Leaf fan, I don't know if I would want him to go. I'll be honest. It'd be great to see Tavares, Marner, Morgan Riley, and Frederick Anderson all go to the All-Star game. But with a guy who's dealing with an injury right now, do you really want him to go?
No, I would let him rest. Like I wouldn't say the Leafs really desperately need him right now. I think they can. They'll be fine without him.
As long as they outscore their opponents, they're fine.
Yeah.
If they can win Game 7-6, they'll be okay.
But see, now they're not scoring as much because they're not getting the goaltending, and definitely for sure, Leafs fans aren't happy about that. They're still scoring, but not as they were. You know what I mean?
I think either or you're going to be fine, Vasilevsky or Anderson. But Vasilevsky, I'm pretty sure is confirmed. If not, probably 90% confirmed. But yeah. Let's talk about the mid-season trophy awards. I saw this on Instagram a couple times that from NHL's page.
Mm-hmm.
They just went through the two, I believe, the Norris Trophy and the Calder Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave the writers or reporters, whoever they gave them votes to see who's the leader in each mid-season thing. So to start off from the Norris, they had Morgan Riley first.
That's not surprising considering
77 votes.
Yep.
Giordano second with 73.
He's also having quietly he's having a good year, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, John Carlson, 42 votes.
He's a pretty consistent defenseman. I mean, he's like a 50, 60 point defenseman, and he gets like 93,000 power play points.
Yeah.
Because he just feeds Ovi from
Also,
the point. But,
even just give it a Backstrom. Let Backstrom give it over. It doesn't matter, right? So.
But no, it's nice to see him, and then you got Seth Jones too.
Yeah, 22 votes for Jones, 22 points for Brett Burns as well, and then to round it out, Letang with 21 votes.
Oh, that's bullshit. I put Letang right up number 1.
Of course,
Letang's amazing.
Of course, I mean, if you want to talk about biased opinions,
a little biased.
I feel like Tom Schott should be in the top 6 there.
I don't agree.
I mean, he was when he got hurt. He was leading the league in defensive points.
Yeah.
Morgan Riley and him were always back and forth, but I mean, I think he's 21. For a 21-year-old, he's having
pretty fucking good.
He was having a real good season up until he got hurt, and I feel like he should have got and some votes. I see a couple of guys on that list where I think Chabot's been more important to the team than some of those guys, but that's a matter of opinion, of course.
Yep.
I mean, think about that list. You're missing guys like Carlson, who's just starting to wake up again.
Like we said.
Yeah, you're missing guys. Who was the other guy? It's Carlson and Doughty. I think Doughty should be there. He should be in the conversation at least.
I don't think he should because his team stinks. And 90% of the guys that win the Norris, their teams are good. Like, look at the guys on this list. Everybody is in the playoffs right now.
Columbus in a playoff?
They're third in the Metro behind Pittsburgh and Washington. And you got Washington and Pittsburgh over there, Letang and Carlson. And you got Burns playoffs and Riley playoffs. So I think that obviously plays into factor.
Okay.
Even like the MVP.
Yeah.
Most trophies do usually end up being if your team makes the playoffs, you have a better chance.
Yeah, it kind of supports it when you kind of look at the season that Carlson put up 82 points in Ottawa.
Exactly.
He put up a point per game, and he ended up losing it to Doughty.
Yeah.
Because LA ended up making the playoffs. I don't know if that was the entire factor.
Was that the year they won the cup?
I don't think so. No.
But Ottawa did not make the playoffs that year, right?
No. I think they were just on the outside.
Yeah.
The year after that, I believe they made it, and he put up like 62 points or 65 points, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And he ended up losing to Brett Burns, who got a couple more points.
Yeah.
You got to look at consistency too. One year, Carlson had 82 points, and Doughty had maybe about 50, but Doughty had a better plus minus. And they were saying the whole year they were saying, Carlson wasn't getting a lot of he wasn't a defensive defenseman.
He was just a fourth.
Which is why they were saying, he shouldn't win the Norris for that reason. Okay, so they give it to Doughty that year. The next year, Carlson gets better defensively. He leads the league in blocks.
Yeah.
He gets hurt blocking a shot, which ended up hurting us a little bit, but he gets hurt blocking a shot. He led the league in block shots. And after they go in and they give the award to Brett Burns because he had the most points by defenseman, it just didn't make any sense to me.
What are you going to do, man? They didn't like Carlson, I guess.
Maybe that's the reason. They just didn't want to give him too many Norris trophies,
Stack up the hardware. What else do we got here? The Calder. For me, I think Pettersson, that's a lock. If he fucking can stay healthy.
Well, he's already hurt.
He's hurt again.
Did you see the injury?
Yeah, his leg or his knee.
Yeah, it was pretty bad how he fell on it. But if he can get back healthy and keep producing, I think he's basically a lock.
Yeah,
but if he can't come back for like a couple months, do you think it'll change a little bit?
I do. I believe. We got Dahlin here with 71 votes. I think he can get it. He's phenomenal. He's gonna be amazing when he grows into the player that he's expected to become. But you gotta look at Brady Tkachuk too. He's playing well. What is he? First line, second line?
He's playing with Stone and Colin White.
So you're playing with decent guys.
Yeah. They're putting him out there on the first line power play. He's the guy in front of the net.
He's getting exposure to everything. Like Guy Boucher obviously trusts him, right?
Yeah.
So you got to look at him too. If Pettersson can't stay healthy, I mean, why can't they win it, right?
Yeah, and then if you're looking at a dark horse in that thing, you could always look at Miro Heiskanen. Right now, he's got 39 votes for the rookie thing, and that's one of the guys that Dallas Stars did not want to trade for Carlson. They would not give Ottawa Miro Heiskanen in an Erik Karlsson deal.
Yeah, I think Heiskanen will be as good, if not a little bit better than Dahlin when they hit their primes.
When they hit when they're done.
That's a bold statement, but you heard it here first. You heard it here first, man.
Exactly.
What else do we got over here?
I want to talk about the trade deadline.
Yeah,
we're mid-season form. Well,
yeah.
Mid-season here, so I feel like it's time to start talking about the deadline because there's a lot of guys who are either on their way out, basically on their way out, or may resign. You never know. But the guy that's on everyone's list as number one, Artemi Panarin.
Right,
If Columbus doesn't if they're not in the playoff spot, they're gonna trade.
Yeah.
Because why keep him? He's gonna test the market regardless.
Ciao.
Yeah. So I could just see him as number one out of Columbus. If they're not in a playoff spot, you can even look at Bobrovsky. Like he's right there too.
That's huge too.
Both of them free agents.
If they lose both those guys, they're in trouble. They do have Korpisalo, but he's not Bobrovsky.
Yeah, Bobrovsky's a pretty good
And you
player.
lose your best offensive forward.
Yeah.
That's stupid what I just said.
You're
But
an offensive forward. Hey,
what
it's
are you
okay.
going to do?
People are going to understand what you meant.
I hope.
The second guy on the list we have is Kevin Hayes, which is kind of expected.
Yeah, the Rangers, they don't know if they want to tank. They don't know if they want to make the playoffs.
They're going to be like one of those teams that kind of end up in the middle with a
Which is-
mid-round draft pick.
Which is the worst thing
Yeah.
if you're a team like the Rangers. You know, you have aging players.
This team's not going to win, so
They're not going to win.
even if you make the playoffs, there's really no point. At this point, just tank and try it.
If I would just
Try to
tank
get
because
Jack Hughes.
they would probably get the second pick, which would be most likely Capo Caco. And I watched him play in the World Juniors. He's phenomenal. But then if not, if they get the first pick, they get Jack Hughes. But yeah, if I was them, then we even got Zuccarello on the list at 5 here. I dump him too. Like he's getting older, like Kevin Hayes, and
And those are guys that can go to a playoff team and
They can-
contribute.
yeah,
You know?
third
They're
line.
not. Yeah, they're not
fourth
guys who are
line.
going to go out there and get 3 points a game.
No,
but
no.
They're guys that know, like they've been there before,
They're
basically.
vets. They
Exactly,
understand
yeah.
how the season works. They know what it. Well, I guess they know what it. Yeah, I guess you could say they know what it takes because they've been to the finals
Yeah.
once.
Well, Zuccarello for sure. Hayes, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Hayes, but Zuccarello for sure. But yeah,
Another
and then-
big names on the list other than Panarin at number 3 was Dougie Hamilton.
Yeah,
I find that interesting because I've read this past weekend that Carolina is now listening to all offers on Dougie Hamilton.
you know what? I was thinking about a trade scenario in my head. Like the Leafs need a right shot defenseman.
Yeah.
And Dougie Hamilton is a good two-way defenseman, in my opinion. Why not? Give him maybe a pick or two, maybe swing Nylander in there for Hamilton and another pick.
Yeah, you could.
I would do that because Nylander, the Leafs can do without Nylander. What they need is defense.
Or they can kind of give maybe a mid-round pick and kind of throw in Kapanen.
Kapanen
Too, because Kapanen's
Hyman
going to be
maybe.
Yeah, but the main thing that's going to be a big issue is Hamilton's contract.
Is that a big contract? I'm not even sure the contract. All right. Yeah. So Dougie Hamilton, what is he making, Matt?
So his cap hit is at 5.7. He's going to be making 5.7 for the next 3 seasons, so up until 2021.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. It doesn't help their cap issues, of course,
Yeah.
but it definitely could give them that right-handed defenseman that they desperately need. So,
you trade them Nylander, you give the Hurricanes Nylander,
assuming they want Nylander,
which I would assume they would. He fits. In my opinion, I think Nylander would fit nicely on the top line with Teravainen and was it Aho?
Yeah.
And then the Leafs get a nice defenseman in Hamilton. The Leafs do not need Nylander.
They don't. I mean,
I feel like he ruined their flow when he came back because they put him right back on the top line and then he's on the second power play unit. But I think he fucked their chemistry because Kapanen was playing well with Matthews and Johnson was playing well as well. But if I'm the Leafs, I look at that. I think that would make them a lot better.
And I mean,
And Hamilton's been there before. He's won the cup with Boston.
I don't know if I can see them trading Nylander, mainly because they went through this whole thing about
with the
him and how they
contract.
want him to be the main guy there. I don't know if they would trade him or even think about trading him, but I can see them maybe trading Kapanen if they can get someone like Hamilton. They'll probably have to throw in like a pick to
Kapanen,
Carolina
Second round pick.
because Kapanen is
He's good.
he's a good
40-point
player,
guy.
but he's going to be a free agent this year.
Yeah.
He's going to be a restricted free agent. I don't know how much he's going to demand. If he keeps playing the way he's been playing, you got to think maybe 4.5, maybe.
I think that's reasonable. 4.5.
I think he can get back probably about 4.5 the way he's been playing. I think he's shown he's got the potential to be a
He could be a
good
70-point
player,
guy.
yeah.
He could be if he keeps playing.
That's
Him
the
and
thing
Matthews
with
play
young
well
guys. You
together.
never know. You just kind of hope for
You
the
have to
best.
watch
You just
them
kind of
grow, right?
You see the flashes of potential, and you just kind of base it off of that.
We'll see what happens, but I'm interested to see if the Leafs make a move with that.
Well, not even Dougie Hamilton. They can even go for the next guy on the list at number 4, at Jake Muzzin.
Jake Muzzin, left-handed shot though.
He's a left-hander, but he's still another top guy that they desperately need.
He's a good. I wouldn't say he's an offensive defenseman, but he's definitely a.
Did I say offensive defenseman?
No. I'm just saying
okay.
like.
I thought for a second I thought
he's not a points guy.
I haven't gotten much sleep, so I don't know what I've been saying.
But figure it out, right? Jake Muzzin, yeah, no, I think. I don't think he'd fit well with the Leafs only because they have too many they have too many left shot defensemen.
Okay.
Riley, Hainsey, Dermott. That's already 3 out of the 6, and who else? I don't even know. But I don't know. I can't see Muzzin
I don't know.
in a Leaf uniform, but I could definitely see
for a guy who
Hamilton.
makes only $4 million a year and he's under contract next season. So
Yeah.
he's only got 2 years. So if you're looking for something like a quick fix until your guys like Liljegren and Sandin are ready to come up, again, if you're the Leafs who need a defenseman, he's a cheaper option than Hamilton, and he shuts guys down.
Mm-hmm. And I believe he plays with Doughty too on the Kings top
Exactly.
pairing.
So I mean, it depends. Obviously, he has the potential to maybe beat something in Toronto. I think at least. Dougie Hamilton's probably their main guy to go after. Dougie Hamilton, obviously from Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not too sure. I would say Muzzin just because of the fact that he is cheaper.
Yeah.
It kind of gives them that more cap room that they desperately need now, especially with Marner and Matthews both have restricted free agents this offseason. So I would say they might be going after Muzzin over Hamilton, but you never know.
It's tough, but I guess we'll see what happens. I did want to ask you. I did a poll on Instagram the other day. In their primes, who would you rather have?
Here we go. You're putting me on the spot again.
I'm putting you on the spot, dude. This is
See,
what
I
we do
write all
here.
the shit down, and I let you read it before we go through the show.
No,
You just like to put me on the spot.
Right on the
That's
spot.
it. Okay.
In their primes, Crosby or Ovi? Obviously, that's been the topic of discussion for 10 years now.
Here's the thing.
Everybody compares them, but
I'm gonna say Crosby.
good.
The reason I say Crosby is what he was able to do for everyone around him.
Mm-hmm.
He's a type of guy that makes everyone around him better. Not saying Ovi doesn't. Ovi's a great player, and he'll go down as probably one of the, if not the best, pure goal scorers of all time.
I think he'll do it.
So, I just think that Crosby just did more for his team to help him succeed and be a better team.
Mm-hmm.
What has he got? 3 cups, so.
Well, in their prime, like Crosby has
But
a
still,
long cup,
I'm talking about overall. Like he just helped his team, do more things, and his teammates be better than what he was.
Mm-hmm.
Like who he played with most of his, like he was just with random guys half the time.
Yeah, Pittsburgh never really had a true top line.
I remember one of the top lines when he was, just passing over his prime was Chris Kunitz and what was the guy's name? Number 9, I think.
Pascal Dupuis.
That guy, yeah. He was on the top line, no?
Yeah.
Playing with Crosby. So
and now look at their top line. Gensel,
and he was still
and
putting
Rust.
up massive points. So that's why I think I'll go Crosby. Just because I think Ovi was just a pure goal scorer.
But
I
it was
don't
more
think
for himself.
Yeah, I don't think he did much that made his teammates better.
Mm-hmm.
I think he is now, like he learned that he's got to make everyone else around him better,
For sure.
which is what made him so dangerous in the playoffs last year, and maybe probably why they won is because they were more as a unit rather than an individual type player.
Yeah, I agree with you what you're saying. I wanted to say obviously people are going to say Ovi is better. Some people are going to say Crosby's better. But I think Crosby's better because one, Ovi never beat Crosby in their prime in the playoffs. They beat them last year, but Crosby's past his prime. We all know that. So is Malkin. So is Letang. You know what I mean?
I mean, so is Ovi too, though.
Oh, everyone's saying Ovi's getting better with age. So I don't know. But
shit, if I had a shot like his, I'd stand in the top of the circle.
I wouldn't even move.
He doesn't have to.
But no, I gotta go. I'm not. Obviously, it might come off as biased, but I'm going with Sid for obvious reasons. He's won everything there is to win before 30. So I'm going with Sid, the GOAT.
I want to get your opinion on the new jerseys that came out today for the All-Star game.
Amazing.
I heard you liked them.
Amazing.
What do you think? You think apparently they made them out of the ocean or some shit? I don't know.
Yeah, it's ocean plastic. Adidas is known for that. They do shoes and shit like that.
Good guy Adidas, eh?
Yeah, good guy. But they're sick jerseys. We obviously don't have a picture for you guys, but just look them up.
If you're watching it on YouTube, we'll throw it on like the thumbnail. You'll see it.
They're sick. They're fucking amazing. I'm gonna get a Pittsburgh one maybe.
What do you mean? I thought you were gonna get an Ottawa one.
Yeah, to wipe my ass.
Wow.
But
wow.
yeah.
All right, the podcast is canceled from here on out.
Yeah, sorry guys.
It's over.
Sens suck.
Never
dude.
talking to this guy
I don't know
again.
why you like the Sens. They suck.
That's just weird. You know, I didn't come at you when Pittsburgh was, shit in the bed, but whatever.
Hey, everybody else was. But I think we're finito.
What was that, episode 5 now?
Episode 5, yep. First one of 2019.
We're on our way. I was a bit delayed, but
Guys, you heard it here first. Pittsburgh's winning the cup this year.
Ooh,
They're third in 4 years. They're winning it. All right?
Yeah,
Crosby's
hot
going
take.
off for 40 points in the
Hot
playoffs.
take, look at that.
That's a bold take, but it's happening. So I don't know. And then you guys are going to come at me. It's fine.
I don't know. I think now that Pageau's back, Ottawa's back up and ready to go.
They might be the best team in the NHL.
The
Sens might be the best team in the
They
NHL.
are. I don't care what you say.
All right, fellas and ladies.
There you go.
This is Matt and Leo getting out of here.
Good
Ciao.
pause. Good pause.